My name is I'm Jim on YouTube, but you can call me Jim. Yes, welcome back to this yet another stream. How have you been? I know yesterday we didn't have a stream. Actually, I really tried. Like from the other day, I was like, man, you're going to do a stream. Um, my energy was a little bit low. I can't lie. So Um, the previous day, you can, if you realize, I also did just a noun and call it off. Yeah, sometimes things are that way, and we human beings sometimes it could be that thing sitting on your mind and trying to put you down, but at the end of the day, look, we're here, and I thank God for everything. I thank God for this time. I thank God for yet another day. I thank God for another time that we are here and we are going to share our life stories. It's been a journey. All this took place. Just imagine growing up. Sometime I grew up in a family of farmers, and my parents are farmers. Look, in the home of a farmer, you don't just sit there and lazy around. It's working. Each day it's working. Especially if you're keeping animals. Just know these animals all day, they need your attention. They need your attention. Because there's no way you're going to say you'll want to own a cow and just lock it up in a cow shed or so, and at the end of the day you have milk. No, you need to take it to the fields. You graze. Huh? I'm talking about for those that do free range. We call it free range. Hope the same also apply to chicken. Because I know free range mostly applies in chicken, where you are going to where you are going to keep chicken, but you leave them each morning loitering around, to just go on loitering all the day until in the evening they'll be back in the chicken coop, and you close the la 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 that way. At least in this case, chicken is a little bit can give you time to do something else. But not like cow, sheep, the goats. You cannot have that time with the goats that you just let them out, go, have a grace, then come back home. No, 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 no. Chicken do, but not for cows, goats, and sheep. So growing up in a family of, I'll call them peasant farmers actually, because they're doing it at small scales, but a large heads of 200 to like 180 to 220 heads in this case. That's a large number. That's a large number, I would say. But you know what? It was this free range. Okay, not free range. In this case, as we've been discussing, I realize just free range maybe applies for chicken. Uh-huh. Yes, kienyeji chicken. But not for cows. So you wake up in the morning. You need to attend to your cows. You need to take them to the fields for them to graze, so that at the end of the day, you are going to have milk. You're going to milk for you to get that milk, and you really need to be take good care of them. Take them to the fields where there are enough pastures. Bring them back. Take them to the river to have a drink. It used to be twice in a day. At least twice in a day if it's not raining. or if the weather is sunny, if the weather is in a gloomy, like, see, yeah, look, gloomy, you are going to have a hard time. If you'll take your animals to the river, they're just going to stand there, like, have a drink, and they'll not have a drink. They just go there, reach in the water, and animals sometimes are very. They'll go there even just try tasting, and it's not tasty. They stand there and then leave the river. So you really need the knowledge to know that today the weather is gloomy, and maybe if it has rained, it has rained. If it rains, that means they're not going to drink. So you need such to be, you need such information at some point, or all you need to be is to be observant. Just being observant, being able to determine the weather is like this, or in the morning when we were coming, it rained, or it was raining, and it's still gloomy. So at this point, the animals are not going to drink. So growing up as a kid, I really learned these things, and yeah, believe me, you could take the animals to the river. They are not going to have a drink, but you really need to be sure of how the weather is like. Sometimes you see if they eat to the fullest, they are going to have a drink. And I might surprise you if you took them to if you didn't take them, at some point they will disappoint you if you didn't take them. Then you are on arriving home, they will be running at a water point. Mostly some points we used to have points of water back at home, but it used to be in the little, not to feel, not to give to animals like 100, no, just a few, maybe 20 could, but not 100. So mostly we relied on the river. So this has been a journey. It's been a journey for so many years. I've been looking after the animals, like talk of the goats, talk of the cows, man. And you know when you wake up in the morning, you have to wake up in the morning, just get prepared fully, because you're not going to be back home any soon. You'll be there the whole day. You'll be with the animals the whole day. So it's not going to give you that time maybe to say, I'm going to be having a lunch and I'll be going back home. No, 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 no. Nah, no. You really need to get prepared early in the morning when you wake up. You have three in the morning you'll have a breakfast and a meal probably, just to make sure that you are full. But so if your machine is so quick, crashing everything down, and when it is now, at least at lunchtime, you'll be like, you'll be yawning. You'll be yawning so bad, and you'll be like, oh no, trailing. I'm really hungry, and that's not going to be so easy with you. And if you are lucky, maybe there are some fruits, wild fruits, probably they're going to give you a boost. Specifically, we used to have guavas in some points, not all through the forest, some sections that is, and of course some different small wild fruits. You'll meet them here, right here and there, and it's going to be nice if you meet them. They are ripen and you'll be enjoying, like, that will be the best moments ever for that period of, or for that day. Yeah, meeting wild ripen fruits, and they are in abundance, and you are just you and your animals. And of course, your animals are not going to consume those wild fruits. They eat grass. Yeah? So it means they're all for you. Yes, that's been life, man. And it's been a journey. And today, sitting here, I I try reflecting the life, this kind of life, and I see a lot has happened. A lot has really taken place. A lot has taken place. Sometimes sit down and say God is good, because not really. This can only be God all through, guiding and doing all these, trying to make sure that everything is happening accordingly. Yeah, mostly. Oh, okay, thank you so much for the likes. Wow, no ego in the building. Hello, Kaka, how have you been? Nice to see you, Kaka. Mm-hmm. How have you been? Yesterday I was not able to. Yesterday I was not on actually. I didn't come on. I didn't have a live stream, but thank God today we here having one. How have you been? Oh, I'm good, brother. Thank you so much. Good to hear. hmm I know work is going on. For a busy man like you, work, always work. In Swahili, they say, when, like, for example, growing up in my home, you see my parents being farmers, actually peasant farms, and they used to keep lots of animals. Name of the cows, goats, sheep, chicken. Bro, I don't want no more work. Mzuri sana. Oh. Okay, you want some rest? So, like growing up in a home, there is this, we used to have this saying, you'll be like, hapa kazi tu. Because, of course, animals need attention, your attention all the time. Because from waking up, you'll be milking them, and then after milking them, you need to take them to the fields to make sure they are having pastures. And that means that it's the whole day, It's the whole day you're going to be in the forest, um, looking after the cows, because they eat the whole day, Uh-huh. Until you come back home, again milking and closing them to sleep until the next day again. It's just like a continuous process that is never ending. A continuous process that is never ending. So we used to be like, hapa kazi tu, meaning here only work. Only work. Here only work. Hapa kazi tu. So I know, brother Kaka, I know hata huko ulipo or where you are, kazi tu. Yes, only work. Oh my God. Animals hapa kazi tu. Kazi is actually work. It's a Swahili or hapa means here. Kazi is work. Two is something to insist. To insist that that's the only thing that is here. The only thing that probably is happening always here. Huh? So it is hapa. You are very right. Kazi, it is Ka. Z, then I. Two, it is very right. I think your I, it's just typing thing with the kazi. Hapa kazi tu. Means here work only. And you will wake up with work if it used to be like if you are not sleeping, you are working. If you are not resting, you are working. Yeah. If you are not resting, you are working because you'll be here if even if you are told and oh today it's your day to be at home, like you are the person that will be home. Yes, that's very right. Hapa kazi tu. Got it. Yeah, that is it. Very right. Alcides Aguadelo Romero. Hello, how are you, brother? Hey, I can see your profile has a cow, and right here I'm talking about cows, you know. Yes, welcome, Alcides Aguadelo Romero. Hope I'm reading that name well. Hope my pronunciation is very right. It sounds like Spanish. That name sounds like Spanish. Yes, so it used to be like work, and work. You'll wake up, start the day by milking the cows, and each one of everyone like we used to be like how many boys? Used to, of course, my father also used to help us, so we used to be three boys, and my father will be four. Huh? We will be four, and work starts at four in the a.m. 4 in the a.m. because now the cows are so many. One, you have to milk and make sure you are also going to supply the milk to the people that need it. So some used to go to the dairy, of course. So not to make the locals feel bad, we used to divide. There's that the amount that will go to the dairy. There's amount that will be at home. Yes, that will be at home for or will remain to supply to the locals that are our neighbors and like family and members so that they don't feel bad. How do we, in the village have so many cows and like we can't have the milk? Yeah, sometimes you really need to be smart about it because it's going to be chaotic. Yeah, thank you so much for the likes, guys. Thank you so much. Richman, hapa kazi too. Yeah, hapa kazi too. Here work only. That's the meaning of hapa kazi too. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sometimes when you tell me I'm still working, like I'm still we have been called by some clients and I'm like, wow. Uh-huh. Huko kazi tu. Yes. So huko means there. There. Huko. Hapa means here. Huko means there. Uh-huh. Yeah. So today we are in a bit of Swahili lessons and so on. A bit of Swahili lessons and so on. But we keep going. Yeah. I like it. I like it that you can actually write very well in the Swahili words, and that's so interesting. That's amazing. Yeah. Wow. So after mostly we used after milking, the next thing will be taking milk either to the dairy. I remember there's the first dairy that came in our place, it used to be miles away. I'm telling you. And I used to, by then, most of these motorcycles are not were now beginning to come in this country. Like people are beginning now to own motorcycles, and they were luxury. They were luxury. I've talked to many dadas kila siku. Oh, that's so nice. Kila siku. Very right. Every day. Oh, interesting. So motorbikes were now coming in, but the most available way of transportation during those days, it used to be bicycles. If you want a bicycle, you are the rich. You're one of the people that can be called rich in the village. Yeah, just owning a bicycle used to be something else. And it's not a mountain bicycle or or this that bicycle that is so manual. You see, it's too manual. No, when you get to the hills, if you haven't taken enough ugali, huh? African millet ugali or brown ugali, it will be somehow a struggle for you to go about the hills, the hilly parts of the road. So it used to be purely manual and the old type bicycle. That old type bicycle where you have no motor, you have nothing to help you while pedaling. You only rely on your energy. Rely on your energy and how energetic you are for it to move when it comes to hilly parts of the road and so on. So, and most people, most homes, okay, it used to be some that were able, but mostly most families would struggle to own a bicycle. Owning a bicycle in the village was like some will really struggle. And by then owning a bicycle, it also needed you to have some documents. If when you bought that bicycle, you really need to keep that receipt that you are sold this bicycle by this company or by this shop, blah blah blah. You really need to have it because during then people were very like into bicycles too, and they know owning a bicycle it's very important. So somehow the theft that used to be there, bicycles will be stolen. Bicycles will be stolen, and so if you lose yours, when looking for it, you need a document, such a document or any receipt to prove that, okay, this is my bicycle, or I'm the owner of this. And they used to be on a saddle. I think it's a saddle where you sit and pedal. There used to be a unique number for each bicycle. So mostly that number will be captured in your receipt, or it will be captured when you own a bicycle and you want to sell it. At some extent, there used to be an agreement. It will be written a very good agreement on this day. I'm buying this bicycle from this person, so that to avoid being sold, maybe a stolen bicycle, and so on. Yeah, because those used to be the most important thing for villagers to own. And so that's the time. Having milk at home, that was the bicycles was the thing to make ferrying this milk to the nearest dairy 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 company that we used to collect. It used to be a distance far away from home, so mostly you'll use bicycle. you cycle kilometers and kilometers. In fact, at some point I cycled after I had completed my primary school. I cycled for 3 months, and after finishing high school too, I had to do the same thing because sometimes uh, when you are done, in Kenya there is a system. After you finish a primary school, you have to wait for some months. You join a high school. Then after you finish high school, you have to finish that and join uh, university. So during that period, your parent will be like, you are now you need to take over. You are going to take over everything. Make sure the activities that maybe we are paying people, you are the person going to take in, so that for that period that you are there, kind how they save that money, and maybe it will go to you in the form of pocket money and kind of things for your shopping to school. And yeah. Yeah, so it used to be such a thing, it used to be such a thing. And interesting. You'll grow up happily. You as a kid, you'll never feel offended. You'll do it. And maybe at some point when you are getting to know things, you are like, was this right? But anyways, you had to go through that. Maybe that's how life was made to come up, so that you grow bold and you are sharpened. You are sharpened for the next coming big things. Yes, so I would cycle kilometers. Those used to be lots of kilometers, taking milk daily then. And sometimes if you're not heading there, you'll be probably dropping to these small hotels in the villages and small towns. And growing up as a boy and having that privilege to cycle around the village on a bicycle, it used to be one of the most interesting things. Anything any boy would be happy to do. Those things that boys are always like excited about. Things like riding a bicycle. And when you are an energetic young boy, you just want to make sure this bicycle is moving at a very um, high speed, like it has a motor kind of. Jim, have you ever drank blood? No, 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 I've never drank blood. Only, but I've seen it happening among the Maasais. The Maasais. Yes, we used to own a lot of cows, and people at some point, they used to believe that we are Maasais. We are Maasais, but we were not Maasais. So, but around us, we used to have some Maasais, and they still embrace that culture of. But I'm told, my father used to tell me during the dry season, when everything, maybe when sometimes back when things are at its worst, they used to do that. They used to take blood from the animal, then maybe they'll slaughter. When they slaughter, maybe they will decide to slaughter a cow, and so they keep lots of they dry, the meat is dried to be taking them along, and they would at some point do blood thing. So my father understands that, but for us growing up, no, 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 we have not done that. Yes. A Kisii friend told me she drank it with milk. Yeah, Maasais do, especially if you visit the Maasais in their original places or their land. That's common. That's very common. But for me, you see, sometimes when you are when you come up practicing something, it's normal for you. But now, when you've grown up, full grown man, you're told to drink blood. In fact, not just blood, but it's not cooked, it's not done anything. They just mix with some things. There are things they mix with, and you'll be drinking that. Or sometimes after they do mix it with some things, and they will be dipping in meat and eating. Yeah, and there was one time somebody was joking and saying like, the Maasai is really, yeah. I think I'll try having a little. Yeah, if you want, it is readily available in the Maasai land. If you visit these guys, you are going to enjoy that. But most in these communities, no, that's a little bit strange. And usually it's mixed with something. They mix something. They star dialect is in Swahili they say Guganda, Kuganda. Kind of when you start something, uh, then it gets thick, kind of thick, and yeah, and you are ready to drink it. You get iron from it. Whoa, yes, you do get iron from it, but the thing is, what you're not used to, when you are told, it's a little bit scary. You find it strange, but for the Maasais, wow, it is their big thing. Like, it's the best. And even while usually it's whenever one wants it, they have a way. They just take a spear. I saw one. They at the neck. Usually it's at the neck, the cow's neck. You look, there's an artery they target. Once it's pierced, they put their balls, the balls and the blood comes out of the cow on the ball. On the ball, they collect it enough. While it's enough, uh, they do whatever they do. Yes. Yeah, but it needs when you visit the Maasai land, that's available for you. Kaka, it's available for you, don't worry. If you want to try it, basically I have Maasai friends. We can easily visit them and you'll be seeing that. Yes. I seen it before years ago. Okay, yeah, it's happening. The Maasais know it better. For us, what we know is just taking milk and so on from the cow and meat. But drinking blood, no. Drinking blood is not our thing. Yeah, but when you are curious, you can actually do it. Yes. For me, what I can enjoy most, like the way they do what we call nyama choma. That one in Maasai, you visit, you are going to enjoy nyama choma. It will be plenty because Usually a full cow is slaughtered, and there's and the Maasai is are very kind. With such, when they have slaughtered they have slaughtered a big bull, you are welcome to have meat, mostly roasted meat. We call it nyama choma, and usually for them, because they still have Moran thing, the Moran lifestyle kind of. So everybody walks with their sword here. They walk with their sword. Their sword here. You'll just bring it out and you'll be cutting meat for yourself. You eat the enough you want. And everything, usually, most of the things I realize that they are tied to culture. Everything is just tied to culture. Do you know that at some point, these Morans, why the reason everybody have their knife is that they are not supposed to share. You're not supposed to share your knife with somebody, or especially the same age set. Huh? Especially the age set. You'll find that that's why everybody have their knives, and when it comes the time for eating meat, you're not going to use somebody else's knife. You have to use yours. And because if you are on the same age set kind of a thing, it's going to be difficult. You will not use someone's knife. You really need to own yours. You really need to have yours. That's why every Moran, Maasai Morans, you'll find them walking with their knives here. Do they season the meat? No. Something funny is that most of these things, seasoning, and these people don't know that. Maybe something that will be only put in the meat. They usually have their kind of things, but the most common one is just putting in salt and enjoying it. As much as it's being roasted, that is it. Seasoning, seasoning, it's something that I've also come to learn recently, and some people are impressing it. See, we are here, and at some point, cultures we are getting to learn from each other's culture, and so some things are being impressed, but seasoning, they don't do it. It's purely, maybe you just put salt and the meat is roasted, and you are good to enjoy that. They don't do it. But if you come and teach and tell them, okay, I can do it this way, they're really going to like it, and they're going to embrace that. They will embrace it. Kali MTN, welcome. What's up? You're good? Welcome, bro. Welcome. And try to tell us these Maasai people. No Ego really wants to come meet them and have some blood, drink some blood. I know you are very close to the Maasais in the hills over there. And maybe you can visit them so that our friend, our kaka here, No Ego, can actually enjoy the blood, because he really wants to try that. He really wants to try the blood, and maybe he can teach them doing the seasoning of the meat, so that they can enjoy their meat in a Jamaican way. No Ego says, I'll have it with salt. Love salt. Okay. Yeah, it's good. It's good with salt. You just roast and you're good to go, Yeah, it's good. And usually you'll make sure that we walk with our knives too. Everybody, or the sword. You have your own sword, and so that you are not going to, because no one will eventually give you theirs. Everybody needs to have their knife or small knife to cut that meat. Shaz Live and Travel says, Sunday greetings, my families. Hello and welcome. Greetings to you. Welcome. No Ego says blood with milk. Uh-huh. Yeah, probably that's available, I tell you. In Masai land, it's available. Just let me travel. The queen is in the building. Welcome, welcome, queen. Welcome. Thank you so much. I go say Switcha. How are you all doing? For me, I'm doing good, and probably I know no ego and the rest. Probably they are doing good. Let them speak for themselves. Speak for yourselves. Step up, queen. That is it. That is it. So Kali MTN, I know probably he will be. It's very close to them, and in the hills there. I see some. I know some reside in those places. The Maasais. And here our brother No Ego wants to enjoy, and maybe we will be teaching them the seasoning of the meat so that a whole cow is slaughtered. No, we were. What is the topic about? Yes, we are a little bit discussing about the Maasai's way of lives, and my brother No Ego wanted to know if I can take blood. Can you take blood like the Maasais do from a cow? Usually the cow is pierced. The cow is pierced, and you get fresh blood dripping out of the artery. You collect it on a bowl, collect it. Once you have enough, you have to stir. You keep stirring, you stir until it is somehow thick. Until it is thick, then probably you are going to enjoy it. Sometimes you drink it, or you dip in some meat as you have it. There is meat, you dip it in as you enjoy, and it's a common Masai. I would say one of the best meals they enjoy. That's one of the best among the Maasais. Shaz Live in Travel. Have you ever heard of the Maasais? It's one of the communities here in Kenya that still keeps their cultures intact. Their culture is still outstanding. The way of dressing is still traditional. They actually put on we call them shukas. You see, you know that plain cloth, kind of a sheet, a piece of cloth, very wide. You just cover it yourself, and you're putting on a belt, and you don't forget your sword over here. Usually on this side, on your right side, so that anytime an enemy of yours, or an animal, or in this case a lion in the jungle, ambushes you, just pull it out, and that's the weapon you're going to fight with. And that's why all the time, actually, in Kenya, the lions, whenever they see the Maasai, they are very afraid. They just run. The first thing is to run away, because the Maasais don't joke around with them. No Ego says, I'm fine. Kenya ni home. Yeah, Kenya ni home. Welcome, you guys. No Ego looking for Kenyan queen, I think. Shads. No, I did not. Just a few thousands of them still around, right? Yeah, they are still around. They're still around. If you visit their places and And mostly maybe even touristic places, they have come, they are in touristic areas. The region, coastal regions, if you go, you'll not miss them there because they're one of tourist attractions that we have because of their culture. Who? These are the Maasais, Kali MTN, the Maasais. Please tell us something about the Maasais and their way of blah blah blah. Hmm? Yes, so yes, we have that. It's a community here. It's one of the tribes of Kenyans. Shares life and travel. The Maasais are one of the tribes here in Kenya, but they still preserve their culture. They're still holding on their culture like this, like this, so tightly. Their way of life, living in the jungle and kind of, you see, living with the animals like the lions. Mostly, you will be told whenever, at all times, even when you see in the films that have been captured or the documentaries that are there, lions, whenever they see the Maasais, and they recognize them because of their way of dressing, huh? The way of dressing, it's an outstanding till today. If you walk around in town and you'll be able to, if you have been to a Maasai land, you'll be able to identify and say this is a Maasai because of the dressing. They still dress in their traditional attires. And basically, the shukas. We have something that we call the clothes, the piece of cloth that is just wide. You call them the shuka, but it's a cloth. So you tie around yourself like that. And there are women, things to do with the beads, those beads. Things, putting beads of the hand, where they still maintain that. They still maintain it till today. Kali, you did not say hello. I don't do jungle love. You don't do? Hey. But it's good if you find a Maasai, he'll definitely have to take you that in the jungle. You go meet the lions. You meet the lions and you'll be surprised. When the lions see the Maasais, they'll just take off. Instead of the Maasai, in this case, you would expect the Maasai to take off. But normally when the lions and the Maasais meet, the lions take off. They take off. They disappear immediately. Kenya ni nyumbani. Yes, Kenya ni home. Kenya ni home. Hi. Shaz Live in Travel says, I'm scared of the wild. Oh, definitely you'll cope up. Don't worry, you'll definitely cope up. See, it's sometimes it's good to be in the jungle and just see how things are happening. Huh? Sometimes it's a good feeling. To to make sure that your adrenaline is activated at some point with. So when you see the fierce lions and these kind of animals and you are like, I'm finished, huh? It's nice, it's interesting. Now you says, Jim, I used to get up every day just to watch a documentary on Africa. Oh, yes. Yes, and mostly you'll see, you'll see those documentaries. If you see the Maasai documentaries, you'll see how they are dealing with the lions. The lions don't come close to them because they know the moment they'll try maybe to attack, they are completely killed. They will be killed for sure. Maasai, because one of the requirements for you to be a Moran in a Maasai community, you really need to be fierce. You really need to meet the lion. Hmm? I guess the Maasais are the Davids of no this is it Samson who killed the lions? David? Yeah, David did kill the lion too. And Samson will tear the lions with his bare hands. So the Maasais in Kenya are those type of people. They will definitely, if the lion brings some kind of it will be torn. It will be killed. Uh, so I guess the Maasais are the Maasais of Kenya maybe are the David and Samson of those times, killing a lion with their oh yes, but mostly they are always having a sword here, and that is it. But it's also something that it's in the passage of rights in their communities. When these boys reach that age to be circumcised, their age of circumcision, they go live in the jungle. All the period they will be in this transition from childhood to adulthood, circumcision time, they are going to live in the jungle for all that period. And the activities, one of the activities while in the jungle, obviously they are going to be meeting different things. Very poisonous snakes, you have to deal with them. You have to deal with the animals, animals like lions. You really have to deal with them. You really have to be strong. So during this period of passage of right, they go through these things. They will definitely be going through these things in the jungle. They stay in the jungle, and one of the things is that they are not allowed. There are conditions. There are things. There are actually conditions. They are not supposed to meet a woman, like like ladies. They are not supposed to meet like in the. They are not supposed. They stay there deep. That's why they stay away from. They're like segregated. They are separated from the main community to the they are separated from the main community into the jungle there to stay there. No ego, wagwan brother. Okay, that's from Kali. No ego laughing. Hello here from No Ego. Keep going, my brother. Oh, it's Matatiro. Thank you so much, Matatiro. Good to see you, bro. How are you? I think did we meet back then in Nyabohanse, or is it the Matatiro I know? Have we met before, bro? During during the party in the big village, I know somebody Motatiro. Motatiro, is it? Oh, you are Motatiro. Okay, Motatiro. But I know of Matatiro something. Is it the same you or I'm confusing? Oh, you are from Nyabohansi. Actually, I think we met, bro, during the party at the clay, when the clay bath was a clay bath. You remember, bro? Yeah, I think you are the one. I think we have met, bro. We have met. Yeah. I thank you so much. Much love. Keep pushing. Thank you Very interesting. Yes, it's very interesting, Sha. If you come and visit these guys. So during their passage of right, they actually stay in the jungle. And one there are a lot of things they have to observe. You are not supposed to meet ladies until that period is over. They will stay there, but while in the jungle, there are activities there are various activities to do, like those activities to harden you, like to be that man. You see, to being that man. You know, when I talk about man, when I talk about being a man, like, do you know that man, a fierce man, a man that can meet very fierce things and like deal with them on their own. Uh-huh. I'm from Nyabonse. Yeah, exactly. We've made the Marwa party. Yeah, uh, during the Marwa party, I think I met this brother. I don't know if he's the one, but it's not Motatiro that you know. I'm Motatiro brother, but we share this name Motatiro. Okay, okay, bro. Thank you so much for that clarification. Really appreciate. I appreciate, bro. I appreciate. Thank you so much. Yeah, from Nyabohanze, and that village, you're blessed, bro. Yeah. Keep positive, and let's keep changing the narrative, okay? Yes. According to Kenya National Bureau of Statistics of 2019, the Maasai were 1,1,800 and yeah, there are many. It's over a million. The largest tribe was at 8 million. Of course, yeah, I know the largest tribe. I know the largest tribe, you know. I know it. I know the largest tribe. Usually we are the second, you know. We are the second largest, and there is a first group. Now you could say thanks, Kali. Yeah, it's Matatiro. Yeah, where are you from, bro, Jim? Yeah, I'm from Eldoret. I'm from Eldoret, Kenya. Eldoret is my current residence. Current residence. This is where I reside. Okay. Yes. Wow. Kali MTN giving us all the statistics of the country. Wow. That is it. Hey, Kali, I like you the way you are informed with the blah blah and Turukana. Yes, so like you see, the Maasais are in the group of the. My name is Nepi Price, or Ways best friend to No Ego. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And is a No Ego is a wonderful person. He's a good friend. Thank you so much. Yes, Kali the best. Yeah, Kali the best. He gives us the whatever we need right away, like right away. Yes, so I was talking about these guys when the Morans are actually in that passage of right. So there are a number of things that take place. These guys will be staying in the jungle, and during this time, there are a lot of things that they learn. They learn. They learn to, like, amongst they will be taught. They will amongst themselves. They will be taught on how to behave during the after after that period of transition from childhood to adulthood. The things they are going to be taught. They are going to be taught on how to behave when in the society, how they are going to behave amongst their age set, you know. Masai's Jim, I had to take him over to your house. Oh, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. No ego. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you, thank you. It really means a lot. Thank you so much for the love. Motatiro, let me give my friend here a jacket so that we keep moving. Yes, I really appreciate. I appreciate. No ego. Yes, you guys are the best. You guys are the best. The best. Just Life in Travel says Masai with a passport is one of them. Yes, actually, Masai with a passport is one of them. You see, he lives in the jungle. He lives, I think you see, his home. The animals actually come very close to his home, even take having a drink, because you see, at right from some, like some meters from his main gate, there is a stream that crosses his land, that crosses land. So animals are visiting him every day, and they're living harmoniously, like they're coexisting so well with no problem. So if you ask Masai with the passport things to do, not if he fears the lion, he doesn't fear the lion. And there's a time he was explaining that there was a leopard that jumped into his home, and he had to deal with it like like a true Maasai, like the really fierce Maasai man. Uh, just walk out with the simplest weapon, and you are ready to deal with it. Uh, No, Ego, you are the best. You guys are the best. You are the best, you guys. I can't lie. Yes. No, Ego, you're welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Shaz, it's Mototiro from Kali. Hello. Welcome to the family. It's Mototiro. You're being welcomed with by the queen herself. The queen. That's our queen over there. Now, Jim, did you see where our white woman went to stay with them for some time? No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that, unfortunately. Whoa, that is crazy. It's Motatiro says we are here to support each other, better life for bright future. Thank you so much, and that's the spirit. That's the spirit always. Well said, Motatiro. I saw that no ego. Okay, yes. So during the period when these guys are in the jungle on the passage of right, they will be told on how to behave. But one thing that really that really troubles me, it is whereby these guys, the same age set of the Maasai. After that, when they get married, the person with the same age can actually come at your house. Maybe when you went for a journey somewhere, he will come and he will put a spear. He will actually put a spear at your door or outside the house, like right outside the house. He what is it called? Like to put the spear. He's I don't know the right word to say to put it like, but he puts the spear outside your house, a sign that he is in your home for a night, for that night, and he's still there, surprisingly enjoying your fruits. That's one of the things that really troubles me. And wow, that is crazy. It's what the truth says. We are here. I had read that. You see, I've been watching. Oh yeah, that's so nice. Yes, I see. Mom shows live. Mom, mom shows live and travel. I know you. are the good mother. Still not first time I see you. Okay, that's good. Yeah, she supports. She supports. Even for me, I've met her several times on this platform, on these streets actually. Thank you. It's Motiviro. Okay. So something funny is that the same age set, the person that you belong to the same age set or age set, that is. This person, when you are not in your home, where the place you call your home, obviously they have different structure of homes. Yeah, when you visit the Maasai land, they have the traditional homes. They are really so different. So when you visit this guy's home, or when this guy is not at home, the person that they belong to the same age set can actually come, and he knows maybe you went very far away. You as a man of that house, you are not there, and you are the person you belong to the same age set can actually come, just put the spear outside your door, and he will sleep in your house. Enjoy your enjoy your fruits. That is your wife. Like, enjoy your wife, sleep in your house so comfortably, as long as the spear is outside. Stay as much as he wants, and you know that your wife will attend to him. Your wife will attend to him as he attends to you. Same without. That's one of the things that really troubles me. Shaz, did you see my comment on one of your shots? No ego, how are you doing? Okay, not sure. No ego. Yeah, so they're like that. The brother that you belong to the same age set will definitely sleep in your house as long as the spirit's outside. Enjoy, enjoy, and your wife will actually serve him in the best way he serves you, in the best way she serves you, until this man leaves, maybe going wherever he will be going. And that's so. This really breaks my. I can't, like, that's one of the things I've never agreed with, but actually among them it happens. And there was a time I saw a guy that happened to him, and this guy really, he had gone very far. He had gone very far to for a visit or whatever he had gone to do. He was not at home, and the friend came with a spear, put outside house, slept in his house. So the guy comes. Unfortunately, the guy came from that journey. Arriving home, he finds a spear at his door. The guy was actually burning with he was burning with anger, and he was like ready. He forget about his culture at the moment, and he wanted to enter the house and deal with that man. How dare you? How dare you come in my home and you like the spear thing? He was mad, and he was to be calmed, but to being reminded like it's culture, and this guy is blah blah blah, is your head, and so it is allowed. You can also go do the same at his house. And the guy was like, no 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 no, I want to kill somebody. And it was something that was very sad. I felt for him, really felt for him, and but his culture says that. uh, so those are when the boys are in this passage of right. That's one of the things they are taught in the jungle. How they are going to behave when they are back, when they marry. They should be expecting this and that. Those are the things to be happening. happening when they are in the society, and their roles, of course, their roles, they'll be taught their roles, and when the time comes for them to marry again, yeah. So that's what takes place while they are there, and of course there are a lot of rituals that will be happening, uh, that will be happening there, so that they are real morans actually. And normally cows are slaughtered. Cows are slaughtered for the boys to enjoy. So while they stay in the jungle, they not only go through challenges of maybe facing and meeting the fierce animals like lions and so on, but they also make sure that they are eating well. They are eating cows very uh, big bulls there. They are slaughtered and they eat. They celebrate that moment. As maybe the activities that they'll be assigned, like going in the jungle and making sure that you come with something, You come with something like with an animal that is so fierce, and maybe you are killed, and usually the celebration take place. They celebrate you, so you are the real hero. And you know, dancing is usually like this. They jumping up, like jumping. Jumping is in these people's bloodline. They sing and jump, and usually it's and most of the time they make that sound. That sound is is that sound that to suggest some bravery new. You are jumping the and you know, with your spear in the hand, you know, you make sure you make sure you jump and usually it is at the same time, it is something interesting. It's something fascinating, but no, no, no. It's not easy at the same time, but you jump as high as you can. And mostly when that's happening, they are maybe singing, they are in a celebration mode, and usually it's also for charging up. Maybe you are charging up for something, huh? And I'm surprised because whenever where hit that like button. Oh, thank you so much, guys, for the likes. Really appreciate. They just moved their neck. Yeah, they moved their neck. Jump. Oh. And usually they are the sounds I'm telling you. Oh. Yeah. They suggest a kind of bravery. Yeah, and they usually come up to kind of to make your mood to be in that brave mode, and there's something going to happen next. It's Motatiros. Are you brother to Only Mawira? No. I'm not the brother to Only Mawira. We are just Kenyans, but I know Only Mawira. Mostly it's because of the hairstyle. Maybe that's making us almost looking the same. But Olimawira, I know him. We have once, I met him before while we were in Nyabohansi. Yeah, but he's a good friend. We are We are good friends that met on this platform. Yes. Yes. Okay. So, Jim, you have been to their village? Yeah, I've not been to their village, but where we live, they are there. So I've seen them perform these things. The place, not actually in the Maasai land, original Maasai land, but the place that we live, we have some there. So I happened to visit them, and during this sessions, this passage of right when they were going on, we will definitely get to know. We would know, and because sometimes the for those that are there, because the forest is so small, somehow they will behave rough. They will be rough when this season, why they were when they are in the passage of rites, they will behave. They will be very rough. Yeah, and they will not want people to be very close to them. Kind of, they'll make sure that they they show that they are tough. They want to, if you come their way, they really want to show you that they are in that stage, that passage of right. And it's usually, most of the time, it's not easy with you whenever they meet you. So they'll want, when they meet you by mistake, they want you to run, for you to show fear. And because when sometimes it's good to make a wise decision. Just take off and disappear into the bushes whenever you see them, because they are going to embarrass you. They'll make you feel small. They'll make you feel small because for them they are many. They are many, obvious. They are going to be, and I don't know. Most of the things they do in this stage, they make them behave so wild, so wild, so wild that you'll be wondering what's going on. Should human beings behave this way? But at the end of the day, you'll be told it's the culture. At the end of the day, they are like, yes, we are in this season, and this season has got rules. We are not supposed to meet other people, other commoners, the specific people that we are supposed to be meeting. Yeah. So we have part of the Maasai is like in our place, in our region. And during that time, they will. It was very scaring. It was very scaring for the women, like for the ladies. It will be so tough for them. They will be tough on people, like trying to control everything. Yeah, in the forest, because they stay in the jungle. They stay in the jungle. So, and people in the villages rely on the firewood in the village. So whenever women are maybe gone to the forest to look for the firewood, or to fetch firewood, and they were moving, the boys were moving also, maybe trying to hunt something, and in that process, it's going to be another thing. They are going to harass them. Yes. Yo. Yeah, but usually it's extreme. It's extreme. It's not like for ours, for us, like the passage of right over time has gone. It does not have the originality that used to have, because of some reasons. But for the Maasais, till today, they're still maintaining. Still maintaining that, and performing it. So, sure. Let me read the comments, Sha. I won't get you in trouble. Did you know? Did you know Hello Baby Official? Yes, I know Hello Baby Official. I know him. I've met him in person. Yes, I know him. Uh, Sha, I won't get you in trouble. I'm non-violent. Okay, Sha, will you'll soon find out. Okay. Go ahead. Yes. So that stage really has a lot of things, and it has a lot of secrets that are taught amongst them boys, uh, secrets to do with the community, with their tribe. Yes, and some that I know, and some that because I had friends from there. So at some point I was curious and I would ask them, "What about this? Why do you do this? Why is this like this?" So they tell you the common, the light ones, but the deep ones they are really not going to tell you. And I tell you, some things are very influential. They influence because these guys being in that state, it makes them behave different. It's like certain spirits come over them after they have done all these things, and they will be just wild. I tell you, wild. Even the person, because one of my friends during the boy that we are growing up together and schooling the same thing, he invited me during his passage of right, and believe me, I didn't even move close to them. He came, and at some point they even wanted to harass me, but he told me, just go. We had a talk, and he happened to calm them down. Yes. My main trip for coming to Kenya is to meet Maru, his family, and his YouTubers soon. Yes, that's good. That's good. That's nice. So you will not want to meet them. You will not want to go at least meet the Maasais in their jungle. For you said you really don't like the jungle, being in the jungle. Oh my God. I would have offered to take you there and try meet the Maasais. Huh? No, my problem is everyone wants to host me and cook for me, so that will be a problem. Oh. Okay, but you can choose. You'll definitely choose. You'll definitely make a choice. You'll definitely make a choice, and that will be good. Yeah, and maybe these others, they can come to wherever you are or and say hi to you. It will be nice. Yeah. Oh, you have welcomed Shares Life. Okay, you have yes. You're welcome. You're welcome. We are that big family. So, and remember, this reminds me during those days when you visit your grandma. So you have several uncles that are already married, and of course you have your grandma. Uh-huh. So you visit your grandma. Your grandma cooks for you chicken, cooks for you lots of food. You eat and you are full. And she will be like, "Oh, my grandson, please go say hi to your uncles." And the problem is, when you visit these houses, they also want you to eat, forgetting that you are just from your grandma's house and your grandma already treated you very well. You are full. Huh? So it used to be tricky. So just understand that's the thing. At the end of the day, you'll be like, they will be like, no, 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 you really you are our visitant. You really have to eat a little, just eat a little. And maybe you didn't know that. You didn't know that, yes, grandma is treating you so well, has prepared so much for you. You've eaten, you are full. So for you, maybe you just knew, okay, it is this, and that is it. Let me eat, be full, so that at some point I'm not going to disturb. But maybe like no, you eat, you are very full, and the next thing you realize is they're telling you go and say hi to your uncles. You go there and they are like, we have cooked. You're a visitor. You have to eat. What are you going to do? So the first time when growing up now when the first time we visited and that happened, I go to know now so that you don't make everybody angry that you are going to their houses, they cook you nice food and you are not eating. When you start at your grandma's, you eat little. Then, of course, these other people that you are going to say hi to them, yes, I visited, they'll want you to also eat. So you eat little from grandma and then go eat little, little, little. So that by the time you are finishing them all, at least you've made them happy that you've appreciated what they have cooked for you, you have eaten something. And so it does not become a problem like this rich, or maybe these kids are rich kind of things, they come from a good home, so they don't want this, you avoid that. But in Africa, when you have not visited people for so long, definitely they are going to make you a nice meal because you are their visitor. They'll definitely make you a very nice meal, and that's always the spirit. Hmm? It's Motatiro says, oh, shares life. Okay, shares life, and Travel says, Ray and I will come together. Oh, yeah, come together. You guys, you are welcome. You are welcome. We're waiting for you. So Motatiro says, Maro is a good Samaritan in our village here. Yeah, probably. Very good-hearted. In fact, there's a video that he dropped this evening. I've been watching, and there's a guy who has been there for 1.5, almost 2 months. And he was telling him, do you like our village? Are you happy staying here? And the guy was like, yes. And he was like, would you like to stay more? And the guy was like, yeah, but no, 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 no. Then, yeah, he's a good man. He's a good man. Maro and I talk once in a while on message. Oh, very wonderful. That's wonderful. Oh, that's good, mom. Welcome. Amaro Villa is waiting for you. Definitely. Kalimpians, I always finished at my grandma's because I know I might spend the night there or leave late at night. Oh, okay. Are you talking about Jamaican uncle? No, it's not about Jamaican uncle. There's a boy that went there for school fees. It's actually Jamaican uncle already left. He left. It's a week. It's now almost 2 weeks or what. But there's a boy that went there. He's called Jay what? Gideon. Yeah, that's Gideon. Yeah. In today's video, I was being asked, have you enjoyed? Yes, I've enjoyed being here. Yeah, blah blah. And he was asking, do you want to stay more? And he was like, yeah. But Rosie said, no, we have talked. I've talked to you. And I was like, no, I'll be leaving. I'll be leaving maybe another time. So he even said, I'll give you transport. But it's good. He has actually been able to enjoy the village, and then he has enjoyed the stay, the villa, and kind of, I think is enough to, he should be home. Yeah. Actually, Gideon comes from here, comes from Eldoret. I remember him mentioning several times that he comes from Eldoret. I don't know which area, but definitely maybe I'll be asking him. I'll be asking him to know where he comes from in this part of town or region. Yes. So Marwa is a wonderful, wonderful person. You guys are welcome. Welcome. And you see now the good thing, the good spirit that he's showing is spreading to some people, and it's actually a good thing that human beings should embrace, should be okay to be welcoming, to be sharing. And I really like him. He says, I've been sharing my subscribers. I've been sharing blah blah. And you see, God, through that, God keeps blessing. Ray and I became friends on Facebook. Yeah, that's so nice. Yeah, also, yeah, I did send her to a friend request. Okay. So back to the story. Yeah, and comparing to our passage of right, the way for me, the way I went through, and somehow, my father says originally we are from the Maasai land. But you see, when you come from one community and then like you go, so like the son, one of the Maasai sons, or the myth behind our community, the way the narrative behind that. Let me explain a little bit about that. The narrative about how our community came to exist and our tribe was born is that one son came from the Maasai land, from our, and then traveled to the western part of the country, which is western in Kenya. And he said Tacho. Tacho means in Maasai means I'm going, I'll come back, Tacho. So there's this community in western called Tachoni, which is one of them. The narrative behind that, it said that they come from the Maasai land. So the son said, okay, I'm traveling, Tacho, I will go and come back. I'll go and I will come back. But he went to the western part, Tachoni. He went to the western part of the country, and he was welcomed so well, he was treated so well, and he forget to go back to his home. So he married five ladies back there when he's in western, and they were not treating him like a king. They were treating him like a king. So he married 5 wives, and these 5 wives, they have actually ended up being the tribe of Tachoni tribe that is in the western. I know Kali MTN knows it very well. So that's why I have a little bit of this Maasai thing, and somehow when we were being explained that at some point the culture of circumcision rites, the way they were being carried in the Maasai land, there was a comparison the way ours was also happening. Because for us also initially, we would go and stay in the jungle. We'll go and stay in the jungle, and there are a lot of rituals that will be performed. Rituals and It's materials. My grandma is Tachoni. Actually, if you ask her very well, she's going to tell you that, Mr. Kali. She will tell you that, yeah. Tachoni, yes, that's the tribe actually. Motatiro says, I'm a musician, bro. I'm looking for somebody to support me. Okay, probably. Let's keep pushing, bro. Yeah. And maybe one of these fine days, things will happen. Just keep the spirit as long as you are not going to give up. You are not going to give up. Just keep doing what you know best, you know? Keep doing it. One of these fine days, somebody is going to come up. And this, if this is your channel, I'm going to check out, also subscribe so that uh, to see what you are doing over there, and hopefully keep doing what you do best. Things are going to open up. Yeah. One of these Fridays on this platform, just keep advertising yourself. Huh? Keep advertising yourself. The good music you do, then you put here, and maybe at some point, maybe if you are in a position. So for me, sometimes when I'm doing these live streams, I'm always like, I wish I was a good singer. I would have sung for my viewers, at least just for the opening at some point, to sing for them something sweet, and they feel good. So you can also begin to do that. If you go live stream and just have a sing out with your voice without, and maybe if you have some instrument, keyboard and so, but if not, even sing the plain singing here on this platform, someone is going to see that, and I hope you find help, and I pray that you find. Okay. Yes, thank you so much, bro. Keep pushing. Just whatever you know that I do, this is the best I do. Me as as Jim, do that. Keep doing that and showing that this is what I do best. Definitely, it's going to be. Okay. Really appreciate. Thank you so much. All the best. She's no more. Sorry about that, Kali MTN. But if she was around and you asked, wow, she will tell you that. So like their passage of right and thing, yeah, with the Maasai and ours, there were some hmm? there were some what similarities. So you'll find the way they go in the jungle, live in the jungle, and they are doing a lot of things. But over time now, it was there's a part. So when things change and there are no jungles where you go stay, things keep changing until today. Yeah, it's no more that traditional. So we have left it for the Maasais, you know. He should hook up with Mayugona. Yes, trying. Yeah, try. Mayugona. Mayugona also sings good. And if maybe you can have something good that you've composed or a song, you can share with him so that you see what's his take on it. And also maybe something like a collaboration, you know, see? Yeah. Definitely, yes, it is not an easy journey with the music, but if you put in the work, you are definitely going to see the fruits. Yeah, that's one of the things I know. And also keep posting on this platform. I like there are some singer, there are some boys from, they sing their local thing from Kwale. I've met them on TikTok. They do that actually. They sing on TikTok, just a random singing and doing videos, and you can also do that. Yeah, do that as you wait for that actual recording in the studio, and you are good to go to the higher levels. Yes. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for the likes and being here, for the support. We're still going on with the story. Yes, I wish I was a good musician so that I give you one good. Uh, I sing a little bit and just to bring things, make sure things are balancing. At least to break, giving a nice break. But I'm a very terrible singer. Terrible, terrible, terrible. And the mosquitoes yet showing up, flying here and there. So, yeah, with over time, they were, as I said, that we had some similarities with the Maasais, but things changed, and we were mostly adapting the Western amongst the Bokusu community. There's a community called Bokusu. The tribe is a tribe too. And you know that when it came the passage of right, so they were adapting, where you have to you hit the bells. You hit the bells singing when it comes to the time of passage of rites. Beating the bells. You are to make some bells, and you wear some metals here in your hands. Your hands here, metals, and usually, these bells are made with a sisal. There's a metal. There's a metal involved. Metal. Kind of metal. Usually, it's bent in a manner. So you'll tie some sticks on that bell, and with the usually we use there are some special sticks that are used. You have the kind of special sticks that specific for making those bells. You make them, then you tie with a rubber, the tube, usually the rubbers of this kind. See this? Let me show you. Usually the rubber of this kind, this kind of this kind of rubber, you tie that one, then there will be bells. So people begin to sing, and you are going to your aunt. You beat them bells like this. Usually it's like this. And people are singing. You visit every homestead, and usually because you are going is the passage of right, the passage of right. Definitely you have to show some courage. You do it with style, with confidence, and people are singing hymn songs are on, and you beat them, people sing, and usually you have a whistle. For you it's just hitting and blowing the whistle. And you have a crowd around you or behind you, mostly singing. You are heading to your neighbors to inform them. Actually, it's my time. I want to transit from childhood to adulthood. I feel I've become a man. I want to face the knife. Ping, 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 ping. Surely, ping, 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 ping. Surely like that. You whistle and you are beating the bells and people singing Mlongo ao Mlongo ao Mlongo wana ao Mlongo. Hey, they sing Mulongo ao Mulongo wana. They sing, they take you to your neighbors, you inform them that you are ready to be a man. Welcome to my party of the passage of right. Welcome to my party. And usually while you are beating the bells and blowing the blowing the whistle, beep, beep, going to every homestead. Whenever every homestead you go, they have to give you something. Maybe it will be $1 if it's a family that has money, they're going to give you $1. Give you $1. If they have some, even they will cut a banana. They'll have to cut a banana, give you, if whatever they have, as long as you have visited that home, to go and inform them that I'm getting ready to be to transition from childhood. I'm ready to transition from childhood to adulthood, and this is the time I'm welcoming you to come and see my courage. On how I will stand. I will stand firm before the crowd and actually face the knife. Every home that you visit, you have to be given something. Let me read the. Oh, no. Let me read the comments. What about the Dugons? Oh, what's that? I really don't understand what that is. No ego was just good. Was just about to see if you are sleeping. Oh, my girl here, Rai. Yes, Rai in the building. Welcome, Rai. Thank you so much, Rai. I'm not a sleepyhead. Okay. No ego says hi, Ray. Oh, yes. So this time, uh, usually it's an even year. It used to be, or it's still even year of every even year. Like now this year, there's no that, but next year 2026, this community will be carrying out that passage of right, and from my community and this other community, because after they live there, you copy things from each other from the communities, and because you believe you are from one large community, so your things are almost similar. So most Western region communities, we have several that actually do that beating of bells, going to every homestead, informing them that it's actually the initiate that goes on informing them that I'm ready. I want to get circumcised. I want to transition. I want to be a man. So when visiting all these home, after he calls, they usually there used to be a procedure. Nowadays it's not happening so much. Very few are still doing that because of things change. There's now lots of diseases and kind of things, so people are moving away from that. So the boy would first call the neighbors, and as he call the neighbors, obviously they will be the visiting he makes, he'll be given something, and then eventually there's a day to go inform your uncles, huh? Maternal uncles and paternal uncles. Obviously first you'll inform the paternal uncles, they get to know, and then the last people usually to be informed are the maternal uncles, because there. No ego says, Sha, did you play the Powerball last evening? No, I did not. I'm telling me some. Are you telling me something? I tried only caught the Powerball. Okay, so it will be the last thing to do, the boy to do, is to visit, to go inform the uncles. The uncles will be the last people. Usually it's the very last people, and very close to the day that the boy will be will be circumcised. So usually it's the very last people to be visited is the maternal uncle. Because why? The maternal uncle, if your father has paid the the dowry for your mom, definitely what you are going for to ask, you'll go ask them to give you a bull from that what your father took and paid the dowry as the dowry to your uncles. So you will go and you will be given a cow. No, usually it's a bull because it's a boy. It's a bull that is given. They will go if he has paid very handsomely. The dowry was paid in large number of heads. You are going to be given a very big bull because that means that they are showing that this person really cared about us, and so we should show you the same thing. So they will give you a very big bowl, and you will go there, you will be hitting, and sometimes the moment you are visiting them, they'll make sure they are not just going to give you that bowl like this. They'll make sure they pass you through the test. Huh? There are certain plans when somebody puts on you. Let me first read this comment. Asha Ray says, Sha, my beautiful queen, no ego, professor. I was trying not to interrupt the story. Okay, no problem. At least no ego. At least I tried. Right, we understand. Okay, we are speaking of circumcision. Yes. Yes, we are. We started with that of Maasai's, and now I'm giving you from my community how it happens. So it's taken you while you visit your uncles, they will definitely make sure they are putting you on test to see if you are courageous enough to face that knife. They will, of course, you'll go there and you are hitting the bells, and usually they are always the people to sing accompany you, and some people close to you, they will accompany you. Of course, they are the people that will take you there to your uncles, and when you arrive there, your uncle will want to know if you are ready. There are certain plants that he itches on your skin. They will put that thing around your neck to see how you are going to withstand. How long are you going to withstand that? Are you going to withstand? They put you on your back. You see, sometimes if something is itching on your skin and at your back, it's very difficult for you to reach the place. So they will put you, and you should not make a mistake of maybe touching there. You just leave it. This plant is put on your skin. It will begin to itch. It itches so much, and at some point, if you have a very evil uncle. In this case, if you have a very evil uncle, they will even bring the wasp or the bee just to sting you, to see how courageous you are or how brave you are, and how, if you are going to stand that. That's the measure that was mostly used to determine, is this boy ready or is going to embarrass us when he sees the knife. So they will do all those things, just trying to make sure that you are courageous enough to withstand that. And after all those tests, and maybe if they put you a plant, they put you the itching plant around your neck or on your back or on your skin, all over your body, and sometimes it will be even all over your body. After that, after you withstand that, now your uncle and even the one that maybe tried to bring a bee or a wasp to sting you, he'll be now happy, says, this boy now is brave enough, he's brave enough. Now, let's give him, let's him eat very well. You eat very well, you eat nice food. From there, You take your bells, ting, 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 you sing there. It's kind. It used to be kind of. Is it, well? How can I say? It's something like. Okay. What do we call something that is there to make you do something? Is it a motive? To make you, it's kind of stirring you up, like increasing your bravery in you. Then the uncle will now take a bull, according to how they received their dowry from your father. If your father gave very uh, enough head of cattle, huh? They will give you a very big bull. And if he didn't pay enough to impress them, this time they'll just give you a small bowl, a small bowl, a small, and you begin to go back to your home. And this used to be very, it used to be very mandatory. Like it used to be very. So if your father has not paid the dowry, you will not actually, you will just go there, but you'll be given nothing. Let's say if your father, if your uncles are a little bit lenient with you, they are going to find something. They might give you a goat just to appreciate, so that you are not like, oh no, so that you don't go. They will look for something. They will give you a goat at least to say, okay, your father has done nothing, he didn't pay, but at least this for you to go and somehow bring it up, and maybe you will be lucky that they multiply, and from there it will be something of importance to you in the future. So after you are given that bull or whatever, people will sing all the way from your uncles. If it's a far place, vehicles are used. You will go with the vehicle to carry your bull or your small bull and whatever, but the moment it's far, you lose a vehicle. And sometimes they used to, if it's a walking, they know it's a walking distance, they will even start early just to make you walk that distance. And also walking that long distance it used to be a measure of courage, a measure of bravery. Are you brave enough? Are you going to withstand? Are you going to withstand that? Just because you said, I want to get circumcised, I want to also be a man, I want to transition into adulthood. So all these things will be happening to you. So you sing, and you are back home. Surely the day you come from your uncle, it's like the climax. Surely that's the climax. Alright, that does not sound nice at all. Hardcore traditions. Very hardcore. I'm telling you, it's not a joke. Oh my God, B. You should. Ray says, you say this isn't practice as much as anymore, right? Yeah, it's not practice. It's something that we looking at it, we were like the last people that did this. But not like the last. Like in my family, I was the last person that I did that. But around in the community, things have actually changed. Because right now, when the thing with the HIV and so what, the diseases, when HIV was getting too much, they said, no, this should be stopped, and we should go a clean way. So nowadays, very few communities, very few, those that are still holding on these traditions, they still perform them. We have one community from my place, they still perform it regardless. Because for them, they are saying they have advanced, they have a way, they can't abandon their tradition. So they say they have ways that they have adapted to make sure they are preventing any transition of the diseases that are being feared. Okay, my family, I got to go and take care of some stuff. Enjoy the rest of your evening or night. Everyone, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. We appreciate. Love you all. We love you too. Thank you so much. Love you. Okay, Queen. Enjoy your evening, young lady. Says Ray. Okay. So that would happen. That would happen. And the day of coming from your uncle used to be like a climax. That will be like a climax. That's the final day for you. And you'll sleep the night like right now. Right now it is now 1. And usually when it reaches 4 a.m., you'll be woken up. You are woken up and taken to the river. Hmm? You'll be taken to the river and clay will be applied on you. Clay is applied on. First, you'll go very early, that like around 4. That's something like around 4 because it used to be a distance. And there are strategic places that that used to be happen. That used to happen, like the applying of clay. It's like a clay bath, but it's kind of a clay. So you'll go very early. You'll swim in the river that morning. It's around 4 a.m. They'll make you swim in the river, and from there, after you swim, they will apply clay on you. And of course, during this time, on your head usually it's clean shaven, clean. Like somebody looks at it, you will think, hey, this guy never grows the hair, so he's like a blade, kind of. But no, they use a razor. They used to use a razor, shave you clean, like until your head here looks like your forehead, and it will be shining. So you'll swim in the river. After that, they will come. And usually your uncle is the one who does that. He does that to you. Ask you question to make sure this is the very last bit now. Are you ready? And very strict. Are you ready? Are you sure you're not going to embarrass us? They talk to you and everything you should answer courageously. Yes, I'm ready. Yes, like you answer with that. You answer with that energy. Yes, I'm ready. Yes, I'm going to face it. Yes, uncle. Yes, uncle. You know the way soldiers respond to their when you are the person, like your head calls you. Maybe they will say, is it corporal or who? They call your name, like if they call you Jim, yes sir, you have to you have to respond with such respect and courageously. And they will say yes, okay. They'll tell you yes, it's now time. This is the final bit. You have to go and meet. You have to go and meet your what? Professor, did you, Professor, you did all this? Yes, of course, I went through this. I'm explaining. Okay, but there's a part that, for me, there's a part that I avoided because I was the last person in our family that did this. There's a part that I avoided. I didn't go to my uncle's for a cow, but I actually did the bells. Ding, 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 and whistle. And you're beating the bells, people are singing and... But I did it, yes. I did it. But though there are some parts I did, it was not so like strict. I did all the parts. No, I did some of the parts. because of time. Mhm. The time was all running out, and they were like, if you so they took some shortcuts. So at that time, they will apply clay on you. They will apply clay on you, and after that, usually it's your uncle. It's your uncle that does this, and he tells you, okay, don't embarrass us. Go and be courageous. Go and show your bravery. So you'll be applied. Clay is applied from your from head to toe. Clay. You will be shining in the clay. And mark you, it is not you are naked. You are going to walk naked before the crowd. Be it ladies, be it the girls, maybe you have been talking to in the village like, hey, I like you. I want to be your. They are going to see your thing dangling, 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 dangling as you walk in the streets, going to your home, full of clay on your body, full of clay on your body. And you know, it's morning, it is freezing. Freezing, I'm telling you, freezing. It is cold, freezing. You walk courageously like it is not even cold. Hey, the people looking and like watching at you, be it girls, be it ladies, men, just staring at you. And mostly, you know, the point they usually look at, do you know why they're always like looking at? There's only one point they are always concentrating. Something in between your legs, dingling, 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 dingling. That's where everybody concentrates and is like, hey. Uh, that's where everybody is concentrating. Is like, if you have it big, you're like, oh, this definitely it's huge. They'll be definitely in their hearts like, that's so huge. That's so huge. And if it's small, the girl, maybe you tried asking like, I like you, and they'll be like, that's so small for me. I guess that's so small for me. So you walk, usually it's early in the morning and it's freezing. So you walk all through on the streets, and then you are at home. Once you arrive at your home, usually it's your father that meets you. Your father meets you at the gate, holds your hand, and talks to you some words to confirm, just to confirm that you are not going to be embarrassing him in front of all these crowds. And you walk to a certain place that they will have placed. And the man of the hour, while they stand you there very courageously. You have to show lots of courage. You stand there and say you are ready, and the man will, from nowhere, you will not see him because usually you face the sun, you face up and like the sun. And the man of the hour will come, cut you, and it's surely like, it takes like a minute, he will cut, and definitely after he finishes, he will blow the whistle. He blows the whistle and to signify that I finished my work, and he goes. So if you are courageous enough, used to that, people will now, after that, people go into celebration mode. They'll be singing and they'll be happy. They'll be giving you, and that's the moment now they'll give you some money. If it is money, they begin to give you money. They usually are given, you are given a bowl, a bowl. They put their money. They, everybody, like it's a contribution. They give you money, but Lots of money. Some people will come with thousands Kenyan shillings. They're putting you 200s, all kind of money. As people sing and celebrate that indeed you are courageous enough, and that has you've passed the test. You are brave enough. After that, they finished that. They used to at this time, if your father was wealthy, you will not sit down. That's the moment. Not now. If they tell you sit down, you refuse until your father. How old were you? Oh, when I did that, I was about 12 years. I was 12, 13 years. I can't remember exact, but 12, 13 years when I did that. Oh my God. Yeah, true story. Goodness. You should be given money and ice cream. Yes, but mostly it's money. You're given lots of money. You'll be given money, uh, money, as people sing, and until everybody feels like, oh, they have exhausted their pockets. And then you can actually at this moment now they will come trying to tell you to sit down. So at this moment, it's that time to really show your father some dust. You stand and you refuse to sit down. You say, I'm not. If they tell you sit down, you are like, nah. Until your father brings you a bowl, like very a bowl to offer you, to say you are a man, you are courageous enough, and you've not ashamed me. Take, this is yours. So at this moment, if you sit down very fast, you are not going to receive that bowl. If you stand and be like kind of how should I put it? Like you are, it's not being rude, but at least this time you are firm. You are firm. They tell you sit down. You are like, no, 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 no. I want my prize. No, no, no. I want my prize. So your father runs into the cow shed, and brings you a bowl with a rope until he brings it until where you are. You get hold of the rope and you touch on it to signify that that is yours and no one should say it is theirs. Eh? So after that, now you can sit down. You can sit down, and from there you are taken you are covered with a blanket to make you warm again, because usually it's freezing cold. Freezing cold. You are wrapped up, and that's the moment now you begin to eat. You'll be taken in the house, and the journey of being treated as a king sets in. You are treated so well during that uh, period of passage of right. You are treated so well. You are treated special. You don't eat food like others. You eat nice food. Uh, when you go home, when you go walk, this time you are free. This is the time you are only free, and you can make you can make a decision. Like you can make a decision, like walking from home without permission, asking anybody permission, because at this time you are now that person. You are this person. You are special. You just walk out of home. You never say where you are going. You just go, as long as the reporting back, usually there are reporting times for you to be at home. If you don't, report at that time, you are late. you'll be reported to your uncle, and your uncle will be like, why are you not being on time to make sure you are eating your food at the right time? So in this case, because you have money that was contributed to you, usually you'll pay some fine. You pay some fine to your sister. The one usually it's your sister or the person taking care of you or the person cooking for you. You'll pay a fine to them because you are late. They have actually cooked the right time and you are not there to eat the food. You are going to be fined. So you pay fine to them for them to accept you get into the place that you are staying. In the room, that the special room that was created for you to stay. Usually they put a barrier. There used to be a barrier they will put at your door when you are late. So once you find that one, you are not going to enter the room. It means you are late, and you should pay a fine to the person that cooks for you. In this case, if it's your sister or if you have a cousin sister, is the one that will be giving you those fines whenever you're late. And usually they are very strict. They will be strict and very right on time. If it's 12, you have to be at home eating your lunch. It has to be that time. In the evening, if you leave the home in the evening 6, if you agree, there's a set time. 6 late should not get you outside, or darkness should not find you outside. So if it does during there are fines you'll be paid. You'll pay so that you can be, the barrier can be removed at the door for you to enter the house. It used to be tricky, but it's a culture that slowly it's being forgotten. It's going. It's completely going. People are nowadays, most of us nowadays are going to the hospitals. Actually visit the hospitals. You cut it and it's not a big deal. People are living that way. Yeah, people are no longer into that extreme thing. So nowadays, mostly it's the hostel, the cultural practices. Very few are still practicing that. The majority have changed, have taken a different route. They have impressed something different to make sure that everybody is safe when the actually HIV and AIDS came in and things were, yeah, from there. That's now, I think for safety reasons, it's good that it's being changed. Yeah, for safety reasons, actually, for safety reasons, it has changed. Very few are still practicing it because they are still adamant that they have also come up with the ways to make sure that they are preventing that. So some are still practicing, but the majority have actually changed, and it's actually very costly. It is costing because for such a ceremony to happen, you can end up spending, you can spend some thousands of dollars because people need to be fed. People need to actually feel like they are in that ceremony. Drink local beer, do what? Eat chicken, eat cow, eat meat, and it needs some thousands of dollars to make sure that the crowd is eating. So for economic reason and other safety reasons, people have found it so nice that culture, they no longer have to practice it because they are now even saving some amount that could have been spent in such ceremonies. Yeah, it's a lot of money that is spent. It's kind of a very good ceremony of such kind so that people go on saying, hey, we had it enough. You use thousands of dollars to make sure, because people will be like in your village and the relatives come, and it's something like you have around over 500 people, like over 500 people to feed. They want to eat. They want to make sure they're in that moment. They eh? So it was expensive. Yeah, it was expensive, and I think one of the reasons due to economic thing, people really shifted and found it so easy that let it go. Yes. So that's how it used to happen. Earlier I had explained. So when you look into our this culture of ours, it used to have some similarities with the Maasai's, because somehow we're explaining my uh, the narrative of how our community came to exist. There is a narrative. It is said that we came from the Maasai's. It said that we came from the Maasai's. Earlier had explained that the Tachoni. I know Kali MTN really knows this, the community, and understands. So Tacho, it's a Maasai word which means I'm going, I'll come back. So basically what happened for the narrative behind our community to come to exist in the Western region, it is that there is a son from the Maasai who traveled, who told his parents, hey, I'm going to explore. I'm going to explore other parts, other parts of the world. I will want, and so he says, Tacho, I'm going, I'll come back. Which is that Tacho? I'm going, I'll come back. So Tacho means I'm going in Maasai language. Tacho means I'm going, I'll come back. So he says that to his parents and travels to these other parts of which he was going to explore. And he lands into the western part of the country. So arriving there, he's treated so very well at the community that he landed to. They treat him so well. They treat him like a king. They cook him nice food. They give him a place to sleep, and he's treated so nicely. To an extent, he says no. He stays and he's impressed. And they tell him, just be part of us, please. He ends up staying, being impressed. He stays with this community and he marries. He marries from the community 5 wives. He marries 5 wives because he's being treated like a king, and the community, the people that he visited were like, treating him so well, feeding him, giving him gifts, and so on. And so he felt he's at home. So he decided to stay. He stays and he's adapted in that community until to death. That's how our community came to exist. But originally it is said, we are from the Maasai land. So that's how it came to exist. So in Kenya, there are various tribes. We have 40. Right now, there are some that increase because of the Indians and so on. So at this point, we have around 45 tribes, because there are 3, the Indians and some, there are almost 3 communities that joined. It used to be 42 initially, the original ones. So that's how this community came to exist. Yeah, but looking at things, our culture was had similarities, very close, like it was like a duplicate of the, like, if the way they were performing things, people will say that these people have duplicated from the Maasais. Like it was so almost the same thing. Yeah, and it's because of the story I have just given you behind the narrative of the how this community came to exist. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for listening to this tiring story of my community. But really, I appreciate you guys for always coming and supporting. Yeah, really appreciate. Kali MTN, are you still here? Like to know if you're still here, my friend. This is so amazing. Not tiring at all. Yes. Yeah, that's how things used to happen in the past. But currently people have really shifted. But the masses are still doing their thing as usual. They're still doing their thing as usual. They have not changed anything. So they are still impressing that, and it's good. It's good. Yo. I see. I did follow you on Ray. I followed you on Facebook. Maybe you'll be checking. Some on Facebook. It is someone by the name James. If you see James somewhere, you'll definitely know it is my. I was trying to what be this? Life evolves everywhere. For real, it does. It does. There are very interesting stories about communities. I think I will be doing such documentaries. Once I start traveling, I'll be visiting these communities so that we dig deep into their stories of the past. They're very interesting, very interesting. I'll very interesting stories everywhere. And sometimes you are like, "Was this happening in this part of the world? What the people doing this for real?" And yes, it is true. It is true. Wow. Okay, I'll check my FB. Okay, thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah. Yo. So really appreciate, guys. We are less 200 watch hours to go. Yeah, less 200. Just remaining not more than 200. They are less, around 190 something for us to go, and really appreciate, guys, for the support. Race, do you know anyone personally in the Maasai tribe? Yeah, there are some friends, because the region that the place that my village, we have some Maasais over there that actually came from the mainland. We have some Maasais there. Like in my village. In my village. They are there. They are there. Yeah, and that's mm, keep going, Kaka. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, No Ego. Is it raining? Ah, yeah, it's raining. It's raining. It's raining today. Oh, not today. It has not rained, but today it has not rained. But yesterday it rained heavily. Yesterday it rained heavily. It rained heavily. It was torrential. Torrential. It's all torrential rainfall. That one which pours for about an hour and it's like flooding some farms and so on. So yeah, it's we have the rains on, but today it has not rained. Today it has not rained. Yeah, I'm actually talking of today, but we are already past midnight also. We are past the midnight. Yesterday it didn't rain. Sometimes at this hour I keep confusing. I keep confusing. Actually, the day today is started. Just started a new day. We are on a Monday right here. So Sunday it didn't rain. Let me talk like that so that it's more clear than the confusion of yeah, Sunday it didn't rain. So we are in a Monday right now. Ray says it's raining here in Washington State. Just drizzle, but the cool temperatures very much welcomed. Ow. So that's your weather. I know. Sometimes back you were complaining about the heat. Right now you have the rains. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, I also like the rains. Yeah, the rains. I prefer the rains being on and not this dusty weather, dusty environment. I don't like it at all. It makes me tired. And sometimes my mouth doesn't like too much dry weather. My mouth will definitely be red than this. Yeah, so mostly I like the cool rainy weathers where it's not dusty, it's not with so much heat. Yes, fall season is coming. Cool, crisp mornings. Wow. That's wonderful. That's amazing. That's amazing. Amazing. Somebody So, yes, it's that time. We have some very few minutes to go right now. We'll be calling it a day. Or we'll be wrapping up. We'll be wrapping up. Thank you so much, guys, for always being here. Really appreciate. Yeah, really appreciate you guys. I'll take it for granted. Kristen. Right, but the Maasai is on this other side of ours. You see, the over time they have really changed. They have really changed. Sometimes they don't like putting on like the original Maasais because maybe of being laughed at. Uh, because the place that in our village, it's a mixture. It's a mixture of several communities. So it's a mixture. Yes, we have like all the tribes because it's what we call a new scheme. It's what we call a new scheme. Those lands that were acquired in the late 1990s, yeah, in 90s, late in the late 80s to 90s. You don't leave your slingshot far. Yeah, most of the time it's just here. I don't leave it very far. Most of the time I'm with it. Yeah, it doesn't stay very far. Oh, no. This is living. We're almost heading into the harvesting season. Harvesting season of corn. Actually, corn. We're almost heading to the harvesting season. Being that we are in September, very soon, as from October, harvesting season will begin. People will begin to harvest corn from the farms. Also, that's the time to prepare, and that's the time also to prepare animal feeds. You see, some are trying to some have really tried to advance with dairy farming. So when they harvest corn, they are going to bring machines actually to the stalks, maize stalks. Usually they are is it grinding? Can I say that's grinding? Like there are machines that break down those maize stalks into small, fine, pieces that later the animals will be fed on during the dry season and so on. Yeah. So the next, those are the activities that are going to be in the villages. That's what people are going to do most. Harvesting after harvesting, it's now making sure that you prepare, you go collecting more animal feeds to push you during the dry season. Sometimes dry season gets so tough that maybe if you have weak animals, they might end up dying, because usually if the animals actually rely mainly on pastures in the forest and so on. Pastures end up drying if it goes like for 2 months continuously without raining, and it becomes a problem. So when you have we call them supplements, and then you have the stocked feeds, it pushes you until you get into another rain season. And yes, most farmers, dairy farmers and this They always prepare for that. Majorly, that's how things go. That's how things go. After harvesting, they prepare animal feeds to push through the driest months until to the rain season. Yes. Kaka, are you still at work? Or at least right now you are having some rest? Hope you are having some rest and you are not at work. Yeah. You remember the slogan hapa kazi tu? The slogan hapa kazi tu. You got to be so nice, so oh, now I forgot that. Wow. Yes, so guys, remember to give a like if you haven't given a like to this live stream. Really appreciate and hope you enjoyed the story. You enjoyed the story. I know there's some parts I have not touched because somehow they are sensitive. Yeah, so, some parts are there that exist, but I know they are very sensitive. So just explain on the top. Hmm? In Swahili say juju, juju. You just explain juju. No juju, like J double W, JW for that. There's another juju for Nigerians. But this means Jude for J double O double U J double U. So slightly, not deep. Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Ooh, ooh, baby. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. I just wanna be more than a friend. Ooh, yeah. I think next time we should talk about ancient days. Okay, ancient times dating in Africa. Like how it used to happen. Like some back there the days where there was no communication, like phones, where you can say hello to your girlfriend, hello, how things used to happen. Can I call them ancient days or just in the past? What are those, men? Yeah, before the arrival of the phones, how dating used to be, communication, how communication will be intact amongst the couples. But mostly, somehow I realize in the communities, there are communities that will communicate nicely to a lady until they come to an agreement. They come to an agreement that yes, I love you, yes, I want to be with you. But we have other communities that was not the thing of the day. What used to happen is that you'll just wait, you'll really wait for certain points, because during those times you see African girls, and because people are not civilized and so on, having maybe tanks at home and what so during those times African girls, the main duties at home used to be going to the river, fetching water to bring home for usage, for domestic and all so on. So you'll find out that there are certain communities that used to take advantage of these, because in my community, it used to be something and a good agreement, just a nice agreement. Talk to, yes, you like a girl, go talk to her. You get to understand each other and like, yes. But we have others. If you are in that age, if a boy is in that age to marry, it used to be so different. They'll just go at the water point. They used to do capturing. They just capture. Just go ahead and capture. If you like a girl, even you're not going to talk to them, you just capture them, take them to your home. And after that, maybe the introduction is going to be made. For example, in the Korean tribe, the Korean, which is Maru's tribe. Those during the ancient, should I just back should I use ancient or back dark days, how their cultures used to state is that if a boy is ready to marry, he'll just wait for the girl at the water point. You understand? You'll go and wait for this girl, because mostly, at most, they will know, and somehow, before the day ends, the girls have to go fetching water for the usage in the home. So that's the only time the girls are out of the home from and from the parents. So if a boy has seen a mature girl, they likes the girl, that's the moment now to go keep waiting at the river, at the water point or at the river where water is fetched by the girls to wait for them, and capture, just capture and do what? Take the girl at home. And after the girl is taken at home, of course, during the capture time, the girl will be crying, so will cry, and it will be carried to the boy's home. There and there, she will stay, and usually report. You will be sent to the girl's home to say, don't look for her. We have her with us, and the plans of marriage will be going on. So in this case, you see, they used to not to be that thing of agreement between a girl and a boy who are ready to settle down. They used to not be that. Different communities, you find different things that were happening. There's some that kind of, I'll say it was a bit rough to the girl child, and some were soft. You have to agree. You have to agree. Talk to the girl. Let the girl accept, yes. But some just capture. Capture because for you, you like the girl, but the girl at some point is not into you, but because you've chosen, and that is it, you'll go ahead and settle down with that. And it has to be what it is. It's just that way, nothing much. Yes, so maybe next time we're going to touch about that. I'll bring you lots of story about that from my community, how it used to happen, from other communities that I know, how it used to happen. Maybe that's what I'll be bringing you next time. But I really thank you guys. I really thank you. Let me take this opportunity to thank you for those that joined this live stream. I've been here and they have liked, they have subscribed, and I've been here supporting. My friend No Ego, the Queen Raj has live in travel, my friend Kali MTN, and the rest. You're so many, I can't mention, but I really thank you guys. Yes, it's the time to end this live stream. Hopefully we'll be meeting on the next one, guys. We'll be meeting on the next one. And it's my prayer that this starting week things will go well and things will keep improving. That more and more members will be joining us, and this family will be getting big. I like it. I like it that at least now you guys, you are finding some people and telling them let's go, and that's so nice. Yes, that's so nice. That's so nice. Really appreciate, guys. I appreciate you. Very amazing. Amazing to have you. Mhm. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, almost coming to an end. Let me just. I like ending at full things. I like things when are full. So let me just give it some 6 minutes and it will be full. 3 hours, and we will be saying goodbye. We'll be meeting on the next one. On the next one. Yo, yo, yo. Yes, it's gonna be pure. Which at this point is that I wish I was a good musician or a good singer to give you a closing a closing music, closing nice music of saying goodbye. But so bad, I'm a bad singer. I'm really bad singer. I cannot do it. Hewa yangu kakumikucha, sasa hizi ndizo saa za kwenda shule. Hata wewe Karen, amka kumekucha. Growing up, there used to be, during those times when I was about 7, I was about 8 to 9, 8 to 12. Radio was one of the best medium of communication to like most parts of the country, like in the villages. And TVs used to be rare. Not most homes on TV, and if they did, it used to be that black and white TV, whereby you watch black and white pictures on the screen. So they used to be not colored. And having one in the village, it meant a lot. You'll be the richest family in the village. So but what most families actually did to make sure they have it was a radio. I remember waking up every morning and my father's radio, it used to be made of wood, and it will be, there used to be only one radio station listened to in the whole country. And when the president the president of that time, who is is already late, the second president of the Republic of Kenya, mostly used to address the Kenyans through that radio station, and it used to be like morning shows they used to put up when it's time now, almost getting to school around 5-6 a.m. the time you have to wake up, go to school. There used to be some common music played. Obviously, when it is a hit, and this is when a song is a hit, radio stations make sure even currently, or TV station, they make sure they play it, so they play it because it becomes the favorite of so many people at that time, or it is liked when it is a hit and it is liked by many people, so it will keep playing. So there was this one song, it's a Swahili song that used to play every morning. Hata wewe mwanangu, amka kumekucha, kwani hizi ndizo saa za kwenda shule. Hata wewe karani, amka kumekucha, kwani hizi ndizo saa za kwenda kazi. Hata wewe hata wewe mkulima, amka kumekucha, kwani hizi ndizo saa za kwenda shamba. Hey, so on hearing this music, it used to be down, and you have to begin to make preparations. If you are a government employee, if you are a farmer, that's the time to wake up, go to your farm. If you are a teacher, that's the time to go to your place of work. If you are a secretary, hey man, that's the song that used to wake up everybody. Yes, during those days of radio. Guys, bye bye. We are wrapping it up. Really love you guys. Bye bye. See you on the next one. See you on the next one, guys.